So hello everyone and welcome to our launch webinar on Infinity Platform, that is Offense and Defense for Red Team and Blue Team, CWL Infinity Platform. I am Nandini Bharadwaj, the operating officer at CyberWarFare Labs, and I'm excited to have you all here with us today. So let's get started. So before we start, let me give a brief about our company. We are CyberWarFare Labs, a UK-based company focused on cybersecurity education. Our goal is to help people tackle cybersecurity challenges with practical solutions. Here we have got two main divisions. The first is Cyber Range Labs. This is where you get hands-on experience with a virtual cybersecurity. We have built a virtual platform where you can try out real-life scenarios and sharpen your skills with practical exercise. And number second, that is upskilling platform. Here we offer a bunch of courses for people at all skills level. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro, we have got something for you. Our courses covers domains like ethical hacking, red teaming, blue teaming, purple teaming, and cloud security. And our training services are available to educational institute, government agencies, and corporate organizations. Both offline and online trainings options are available. So if you want to know more, drop us a mail to our support team, that is support@cyberwarfare.live. So next, let's move to next slide. Okay, so let me give introduction about our today's speaker, that is Manish Gupta. So Manish Gupta is a CEO of CyberWarFare Labs with over 7.5 years of expertise in offensive information security, specializing in red teaming activities and renowned for his research in real-world cyber attack simulation and advanced persistent threat, that is APT. Manish has presented at esteemed conferences like Blackhead USA, DEF CON, and many more. So get ready to learn from his wealth of experience and insights. And dear participants, as promised, we are excited to share that you will receive your attendance certificate within next 48 hours along with the video recording of the webinar. And also, attendees will get the access of CWL platform after the launch. So, thank you for being part of this webinar and we look forward for your continuous participation in future. And without further ado, I would like Manish to take over and let's get started. So, over to you, Manish.
Yeah, thanks, Nandini. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Great. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you please confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes, your screen is visible. You can start.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Thanks everyone to joining the session. So just give me 1 minute. I'm going to start the session. Okay. So basically, the idea of this session is to understand about different ways to learning experience. So basically, we build a platform where both red and blue team can come and can practice. So, so we divided into three different sections. The first section for completely offensive. So where where you go there and you can practice on the offensive part of cloud on premises. So as of now, we have a cloud offering, but slowly we are adding the on premises and other part of like Kubernetes or other part of the services which is used by organization. Second that we have is for completely blue team. Like if you are into detection side or if you are into incident response side, how you can detect the threats in the cloud environment. And we are covering AWS, Azure, and GCP, these three major cloud provider, and we are also adding the on premises and Kubernetes part to detect those malicious activities which is happen in organizations. Third one is that we build which is unique to other platform. So basically you will get a environment where you can practice for where you can do a lot of stuff as a red team as well as blue team simultaneously. So it's basically we build a platform where you can actually practice for both red and blue team. So let's get started. So I'll give you a quick overview about what are the challenges people face and what are the challenges organization face and what the solutions that we build and how we can solve those problems here. And at the end, if you have any query questions, definitely feel free to ask. Okay, so basically, as these slides already this explained by Nandini. So let me go to directly to the agenda. First, we'll discuss about the problem statement. Why, what are the challenges are faced by individual as well as organizations. Then I'll introduce you the platform that we built called Infinity Learning Platform, and at the end we have a question answer session. So as we already know that there are a lot of skill gap in organizations, especially in the cybersecurity side. And now these days, people are using cloud, Kubernetes, and different different new technologies. So it is very difficult to be in that level to understand those technologies and identify the threats and then also same time detect those threats in organizations. There are a lot of lack in real world trainings. So basically what happened, like we also have a training packages, but those packages are like once we design the package, we built it in format of study materials, videos, and some lab. But what happened once you complete those package, you just done it. But now we are come up with a solution, so it will continuously, like every day we are adding some of the challenges for both red and blue and purple team. So where you can keep continuously you can improve your skills, especially on the offensive and defensive side of cybersecurity. Now, if you directly go to the platform that we design it's especially for red, blue, and purple team. So we clearly mentioned this platform is for red, blue, and purple team. Red team, that means we have a different scenarios in a cloud and multi-cloud environment where you can perform from initial access enumerations to data exfiltrations and different activities there. And then from the blue team side, you not only understand the how attack is work, but you also understand how actually we can detect those activities with different services in the cloud side and how you can build the rule around it. Third one is that we recently come up with a called Purple Team Lab. So this lab will provide you a single platform for your both red and blue team. So you can play a war game exercise, or even you can play some some sort of simulation exercise there. So I'll directly come to the platform here. So you can see this is the URL where we hosted our platform called infinity.cyberwarfare.live. We come up with a name called because we want to keep you keep learning your skills, or you can every day, because there are a lot of different services come up in the cloud, lot of different technology, lot of different attack vector as well as detection side, lot of things are coming up this thing. So we are planning to add these challenges, these scenarios, or these case studies which has happened recently, every 2 days or every 3 days, so you can practice, you can understand, and you can defend your organizations. So it's very simple. You just need your Google Auth credentials. So once you click on the connect, you will be automatically logged in. So I already logged in, that's why it won't ask you. It will ask you to select your Google credentials. So once you're done, you can see clearly see it's here. So this is the platform that we have. Okay, so you can see it here. This is the platform where we have. Now, as of now, if you click on upskill, we divided into three different sections: cloud offensive, cloud defensive, and cloud property lab. I'll tell you about the difference between these three things. Cloud offensive is purely on the offensive side. So suppose if you want to learn how actually you can perform a red team operations, so there will be different case studies, there will be different scenarios that map to directly MITRE ATT&CK framework. it's not just a single exercise, but it's also cover the scenarios and case studies. Like recently, whatever attack has happened, we'll try to cover those things in our case studies and scenario basis. Basically, suppose if you get a access token of GitHub, like personal access token, how you can compromise full cloud account, or if you compromise a virtual machines, or if you compromise a VM, how you get access to the cloud, and then how you can perform privilege escalation, persistence in the basic basis of different scenarios. Cloud defensive is purely on the detection side, like from where you can monitor those logs and how you can detect if some malicious activities happen in your organizations. So cloud defensive is purely on the blue team, where you learn about different ways to detect on the cloud side, which is very interesting, because there are very less resources are available there. But we're trying to find out a lot of different research to integrate with our infinity learning platforms. Third one that we have is called Cloud Purple Labs. It's basically completely a simulated environment where you have access on both attack and defense side. So you maybe you can play with a team, you can play as an individual for both red and blue team side. So you can perform the attack, so we'll get an idea about how actually attack has happened, and same time you can detect those attack with our SIM solutions. So it will basically help for both red team and blue team. Red team, if you are in a red team, you will get an idea about how blue team will detect those attacks, what kind of log is generated, how they identify the malicious activity. And if you are part of blue team, you will get an idea about how actually red team will perform those kind of attacks. So maybe you can build the some advanced rules around those SIM solutions. So this is as of now it's completely free. We added the challenge on the defensive. We are adding on offensive and purple team lab soon, but this platform will be public from today only. Like we already have a beta version for some of our customers for testing and some of the review purpose, but we are planning to release for beta version for public. So you can go, you can check, you can practice it, and you can learn. So now when you click on the cloud defensive side, if you click here, let me just go down. One second, I think there is some issue in my browser. No worries, I'll just open it here. One second. So I'm successfully able to log in. Now click on here, Cloud Defensive. So where you can see all the monitoring and detection kind of challenges there for AWS, Azure, and GCP. But we are planning to add, for Kubernetes and other cloud providers. So here you can see you can get all the AWS challenges here. If you want to see all the Azure challenges here, and all the GCP challenges here. Currently, we are having a 15 challenge, but we are trying to add each and every maybe twice or thrice in a week. So here you can see, suppose if you click on any challenge, like if you can see it here, if you want to investigate if somebody you know compromise your EC2 instance, and if they are trying to modify the role which is attached to that EC2 instance role, because maybe they can attach the higher privilege role to make it persistent, or maybe they can attach the higher privilege role to create a privilege escalations. So you can simply click on this particular challenge. You can get all the details here, like the name of this particular exercise, then what is the purpose of this exercise, like if it's a medium, if it's a critical, or if it's a for beginner friendly, then which cloud providers have, or you completed or not. And we also come up with the in a CTF style. So at the end, when you solve these things, you have to submit the flag. So here you can see exactly the details is descriptions. Like, you'll get an idea about what is purpose to solving this challenge, from where we get the log, and what are the things you require to get these logs from different sources. And you can see it here, the attack flow, as well as we also provide the solutions. So suppose if you want to check like how to solve this particular exercise, you can directly click on solutions and you can see it here. This is the mind map. You can see very clearly, like if you are performing investigation. So you can see we are collecting a log from the CloudTrail, and we added this to our Elasticsearch engine. So we are using ELK here. This is our SIM solutions. Our cyber defense team is sitting here to continuously monitoring and see the malicious activities here. Step by step the process what you have to do it, like you log into this particular sim solutions, then where which index you have to go, what kind of event you have to search, and what are the different scenarios you have to do it in the case. So suppose if I click on, these are the solutions. If you don't want to see, you can directly click on the start lab. So if you click on the start lab, it will create a ELK instance for you. This is where you can get the URL of the, one second. Okay, let's copy the username. So this is we have a SIM solution as a ELK, where we store all the or we capture all the events with multi-cloud environment. So let's copy the username here. Let's copy the password here. So basically, this is a new kind of challenges in completely new. So you can understand what kind of attack happen, how you can detect, what kind of log you can look for a specific attack here. And here you can see you can get the each and every ideas. You can just follow the step by step in the solutions, and you can get everything there. Like when you log in, you have to click on analytics, and then you have to click on discover. So you can set the time frame. So you can get a tons of logs there. And so there will be other logs also involved here, so similar like in organizations. And then you have to look for that specific log to identify the specific attack, the attack pattern as well. Because when you go to this is in here, like in blue team, we have a scenario based exercise, like modification of EC2 instance, deletions, creations, and some different scenarios there. But when you go to purple team lab that we are planning to release soon, where you can actually get the scenario based, not an individual one. So suppose if somebody compromise your GitHub account, they access your cloud environment, they perform the privilege escalations there, then they added some backdoor there, and then they exfiltrate some data or perform some ransomware activities or some crypto mining there. So how you can detect those chain of attack things in the particular lab. So that will also very interesting for both red and blue team side to do those kind of things there. Even you will get a hands-on environment where you can practice, you can do these full fledged or full chain attack as well as detection of full chain. So you can play individually or you can play as a team to see the what kind of things you can look for first. So here it's similar, like you can see different logs are there. So basically in AWS we are using CloudTrail to CloudTrail is a services which will basically logs all the events which is happening there in AWS. It can be data or it can be a management event, and we transferring those events to our SIM. and we can investigate here with looking for those events there. Similar like in AWS, we have Azure. Like if you click on Azure account, so first, like you can just stop this lab. Then you can go for you can go back, or you can click on this challenge. Some of the features we are adding, because currently it's in beta version, but we are adding some of the features there, and we are looking for your reviews, your opinion. What are the area we need to improve here? So suppose if you click on similar like in Azure, we have multiple kind of attacks, like container policy modification, like storage account. If somebody make it a public, it can be huge impact for organizations to exfiltrate the data. So how we can detect those modification of those container or storage account policies? Then if somebody modify the NIC NIC configuration, suppose there is a virtual machines and there is a NIC is attached to that machines. If somebody modify the rules to make it a public instance, then it's like it's publicly exposed. So how we can investigate those attacks there? We also mentioned that it's a easy, hard, or medium. So based on your experience, or based on your we can say level of experience, expertise, you can pick and you can complete this exercise. So I'm pretty sure you will get a really good understanding, and really good new things you will learn here. And we are not just a stop for 15, we are keep adding these challenges. But initially when we release, we are just adding some challenges, so at least you can go through the platform, you can share your feedback, whatever things you want to change or you want to add more. And we are also adding the offensive as well as the purple team labs. So this is the platform that we build it. We are also building the other part of cyber range lab that we integrate to this infinity learning, where we can adding the, like in purple team lab, we are adding the case studies of different attack happened previously for our organization. Like just like recently, there is a Microsoft breaches happen. We are trying to simulate those attack in our purple team lab, so where you can will get an idea to perform attack and defend both the side. So this is all about the platform that we build. We are happily invite you to come here and practice in this platform, share your feedback. If you want to share your honest feedback, maybe you don't like something, you want to change something, definitely we are here to listen you, to take your feedback as a positively. Okay, so any questions here? If anybody have any questions, any questions regarding the, yeah, I think you can share your questions here. One second. Anything related to malware analysis? So basically, as of now, we are completely focused on cloud side. So like we are adding the challenges where you can investigate or you can monitor the ransomware activities. Like if those kind of ransomware activities happen in your organizations in a cloud, specifically on the multi-cloud environment, how you can detect those activities there. Then again, I'm just reading the questions one by one. Kubernetes only lab. Yeah, we are planning to add the Kubernetes specific lab. So basically we divided into 4 sections. If Kubernetes is standalone Kubernetes, which is hosted on your on-premises, what are the different scenarios there, as well as the Kubernetes which is provided by cloud providers or managed by cloud providers. So we are trying to add those different exercise there. As of now, it will only cover the cloud-based challenges because it's in new areas. A lot of things are not there in the market, but slowly, we are adding the on-premises and different areas of cybersecurity. Uh, can this platform give access to the practical hands-on experience? Yeah, completely. So the platform that we design is completely practical. So basically, if you go for if you're looking for blue team completely practical. You will get a scenario, you will get a fully hands-on ELK setups, monitoring setups. You will go, you will investigate, you will see how you can build the rules. If you are on the offensive side, you can see how actually you can perform the attack. We also sharing the solutions. So if you want to like to go through the solutions, you can. If you don't want, like you can practice by your own. And for purple team, especially, it's very interesting one. So in the single platform, you can perform the attack and you can detect those attacks. So you'll get an idea. And we are also adding the case studies, real world case studies, not just to go through it, but also you can practice or you can actually perform the attack similar like attacker did, and you can investigate as well. Demo session about how we can use it. Very simple. We are making it a public, after some time today only. So you can go to, you can just use your Google account and yeah, you can start playing around those challenges there. This is the completely free for beta version, and initially we are using completely free this platform for both for three of the like offensive, defensive, as well as purple team lab. And feel free to go through the I'm sharing the so if you want to just check the URL, it's infinity.cyberwarfare.live. You can go through it, and if you want, if you have any query questions, we also have our dedicated Discord channel. So you can join that channel, and if you have any questions, queries, or if you have anything to share, you can directly share there. So it will help other people as well to understand or to learn different things from your peers or from the community side. Okay. Any plan to include DevOps, DevSecOps related labs? As of now, we don't have, but as of now, we are only focusing on red, blue, and purple team side. Okay, any questions? Anybody have? So what is the main major use of this platform? So this platform will help you to continuously, sharp your skills or continuously, improve your skills on red, blue, and cloud, and especially on the purple team side, mainly on the cloud focus, but we are trying to add the on premises. So because nowadays if you enroll for any trainings, once you done this training will be, in the training we can cover a very specific thing only, but here in the platforms we are trying to cover a lot of things, and every day we are trying to cover it. So every twice a week, or maybe twice a week or thrice a week, we are trying to add those different challenges, different scenarios, as well as different case studies. Discord channel directly you can get it in. So once you log into infinity.cyberwarfare.live, you can directly see in the right side Discord channel link. You can click that link and you can join our channel. So there will be one. You can join our channel and you can directly see Infinity Learning Platform, a specific challenge there, where you can share your feedback. Where you can, if you have any query, any questions, a dedicated team person will be there to handle this channel. Yes, definitely. Will there be any kind of walkthroughs to the hands-on lab? Yes, correct. For both, for three of the offering that we have, offensive, defensive, and purple team, definitely we are sharing the walkthrough as well as lab guide. So if you stuck in between, you can take help of this walkthrough to to move forward. So yeah, initially because we are adding the much lot of different. So as of now, we are adding some of the easy level challenge. So you'll get started, but we are adding lot of hard challenges there, and lot of case studies there. So in that case, yeah, we are planning to this beta version, maybe it will be available till 1 month only. After 1 month, we are trying to add to our full-fledged things, but till then, like, we are accepting your feedback so we can improve in our platform. So even there's no no specific requirement from a user side. You can directly go here, you can understand, because walkthrough everything is there. So we don't require, you don't require any sort of prerequisites for do this kind of attack here. Okay, any questions, any other questions? I think that's done. So if you have any query questions, you can share your feedback, or you can reach out to us in our email or Discord channels. Thank you so much for joining this webinar. Hope you learn something, you practice something, so we'll get a ideas. Thank you so much.